See, you cover all the territory for everybody else. They got to come here and ask their own questions, but I appreciate you coming.
Thank you.
Mental illness and gun violence, obviously, with the
Charleston
situation. It says the Charleston shooters law will probably use mental illness as a defense. What has Congress done to support the mental illness medical community?
Yeah. So wholeheartedly agree with you on the mental health priority. We've been working with Dr. Tim Murphy, psychologist in Congress. He has made mental health treatment kind of a priority in healthcare, and we're going to continue to push that forward as we go. And as we deal with healthcare reform, which we're likely to have to deal with here shortly, we are going to make sure this gets a level of attention that it needs to get to. In Charleston, I mean, it's just again, horrific. And one of the problems I see that we, again, always go to when these things happen is, you know, people immediately run to gun control. They run to the guns. They run to the weapons. I'm a believer in the Second Amendment. I stand firm on the Second Amendment. And as I've always said, if you look at each of these cases, 99% of them have a common denominator, and it's the mental health component of the individual behind the weapon. And so, you know, where can we find common ground to improve mental health, make sure those that are mentally ill do not get weapons? I'm open to that type of conversation. And I also have to say one thing that also is, I think, contributing to this is this whole attitude of class warfare, us versus them. You know, this guy's actions are despicable. He's a racist, as it appears, and that's just unacceptable. But I think maybe some of the fans that were flaming his evilness was the us versus them mentality that we're starting to see out of D.C., which is, I don't think, good for the country long term. So, thoughts?
Well, just you were in Penyan the day after Sandy Hook, and you brought up mental health. That was 2.5 years ago. And has there been? There's been no major things happening, at least nothing that I remember about mental health.
I agree with you. I think
it's a long time.
It's a long time, and we're doing our part in the sense of promoting and supporting mental health treatment, mental health reforms, like Dr. Murphy's put together, and continue to push it. But how do you ingrain that into a system that is very hesitant to take on healthcare right now? DC as a system, and you talk to people who are more motivated by politics, and they're like, we don't even want to talk about healthcare because it's such a taboo political issue. Or look what happened in 2010, everybody lost their seats, I've had those conversations, and as I say to them, well, that's not acceptable. That's why the King case, the Burwell case on healthcare, and I see that's one of the questions there. I really do, I always look at things as an opportunity. I think there's an opportunity to bring healthcare in America back onto the national debate scene where we have to deal with it. And we have to deal with it not just from an insurance perspective, but actually healthcare. And as we deal with healthcare in America and how it's delivered, there's an opportunity there, I see, that you can make mental health as a component of that. And we need to do it. What do you guys think?